So here I am using my pattern again that I had forgotten about, and I'm going to throw out the rule book and use Tombow pens on fabric. I don't have a great selection of colors, but I do have several that I wanted to try out. Now, I wanted to make a man that's at the beach. And so right now I'm drawing the frames for sunglasses, and I punched out 2 red circles. You can see them over in the corner there. And I'm going to glue those on using fabric tack, which is my favorite type of glue. And those are the sunglasses. And then I'm going to put on the rest of the face. And this is what I'm going to use for hair. So I've never made a man, and I was just really curious to see how this would turn out, and I thought I'd just try these pens out. I wasn't sure if they would bleed or how they would work on the fabric. So I'm making the sandals right now using a darker kind of a blue-green color. And as I said, I don't have a great selection of these colors, so I'm kind of limited to what I have available, but just wanted to see what would happen, and also really curious to see how this would turn out. And I have to say I did like the way it turned out in the end. So the Tombow markers, they're actually watercolor markers that I usually use on paper, and they're really nice because you put them down and then you put water on them and they kind of bleed. So I'm not sure how color fast they would be on the fabric and for how long, but I'm going to use this as a tester and just see what happens. So here I'm making his little Bermuda type shorts, and I'm going to do 2 different color variations. I'm going to use this darker pink on the front, and actually after I did the back I liked the way the back looked better, so I wish I had used the lighter pink on the front, but that's okay because this is my prototype, and as usual the prototype takes me forever to make. And I always make a prototype just to make sure that I like the way it's looking, and I thought this was very cute. I'd probably have to do a little altering on it. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if it would sell as well as the mermaids sell. I have a small business making mermaids, and I sell them in stores, but I just wanted to try something different for a change. So here's his flowered pants, and I'm going to use this chartreuse color for the background, and I do really like this color for the background. I was really curious to see what would happen if I put water on these markers on the fabric, but I knew they would bleed and I didn't really want to do it, but I'm going to try it on something else. So that looks really cute, and here's the back. I did it with a lighter pink, and I do like the lighter pink a little better, but oh well, that's okay. It's on the back. So I'm putting in his belly button and his little butt crack there, and then he's going to need his hair glued on. And so here's my glue gun, using Gorilla Glue, of course. And I have these curly locks in several different colors. And there he is. Thanks for watching. See you next time.